Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Arjun.
Good morning.
Today, on this auspicious day of Shivaratri, we have the opportunity to come together for a very good subject of Jyotish. Um, Today is Shivaratri, so I'm greeting all of you and wishing you the best on this wonderful day, auspicious day, which helps us to know more about our consciousness, about the
Definitely.
light in our mind.
Yes.
So I'm Nadia Gavrilova or Darshanananda from Bulgaria. I'm a yoga teacher and I'm into Jyotish, learning, and Arjun is my first teacher in Jyotish. Arjun Chakraborty is Pandit in Jyotisha and very renowned and very famous now in many countries, including half of Europe and here in India. He is a practitioner, a consultant, and a very good lecturer, actually, who inspired me and who gave me what I was missing those years back. How many? Maybe 5 now.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I'm very grateful that we are together alive
Yes.
to start a series of videos which are meant and intended to share our knowledge on Jyotish, this subject and this science, which is more and more now respected
Yes.
everywhere in the world.
Exactly.
So I would like to start with you telling us a little bit how did you come to Jyotish actually? What did you
Uh,
study before you came to
well, Nadia,
Jyotish?
you introduced me very nicely with very
Very
kind
shortly.
words. No, with a lot of kind words. Let me introduce you a little better to our friends. You are one of the really very experienced spiritual yoga teachers, and you are a very good consultant of astrology yourself.
Thank
And
you so
when
much.
I am too busy to work with some clients, I sometimes refer some clients to you, and they are quite satisfied by you. So, anyway, friends, so the objective of making this video and some future videos is actually simplifying the subject of Jyotish. So I like to simplify everything. I'm not a very highly meritorious person. That I believe I'm a simple person like you. Yes, only one thing I would say that I'm working with Jyotish for 25 years.
Oh,
Yes. So,
that's
yes.
big amount of of months and years
Yes.
and days in which you were
Yeah. So
immersed.
now, when I was 18, I ended my school, and I decided that I don't want to be a regular person looking for a job, something like that in India. And I tried to follow the footsteps of my father's elder brother, the late Pandit Pradyot Chakraborty. So he invited me to take up Jyotish, along with him, he was already practicing for 45 or 50 years. He was an old man. So I joined him, and immediately I felt this is what I want to do. And the decision was taken on the very first day inside me. And since then, I have not tried to do any job, any business, nothing except Jyotish. And from 2007, for the last 12 years, because this is 12 and a half years, this is 2020. So I have been traveling across Europe. Also, I have been to Egypt, to Kazakhstan, to preach Jyotish, to give consultations, to give lectures, to give a lot of courses and lessons. So this has been like, this is my life, what it is all about. Like, I don't understand anything but Jyotish. So, but I have always tried to not be really an internet person, like to do a lot of
I
videos,
know
YouTube
that.
channels. But
That's
you are
why
forcing
I'm
me.
very
You are forcing me. She's forcing me.
I'm very grateful for your presence. It can be not alive as now, it can be in other ways
Yeah.
because now internet allows that. We can meet on internet even if you are somewhere else and I'm somewhere else.
Yeah,
Now
because 6.5 months of the year I'm not in India.
you
I'm
are not in
traveling.
India. You're
Even
right.
in India right now, we are in a wonderful place in the heart of India, central India. It's a very nice place. So we are there at this moment. So we are having the very good fortune of starting these videos, the series of such videos on this auspicious occasion of Mahashivaratri with the blessings of Lord Shiva. And
Om Namah
we hope
Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, of course. And so, Nadia, what do you want me to do in the series of videos? What are you planning actually?
So let's first do some initial steps where we introduce what is Jyotish. Like you said about yourself, but I think a little more I would ask you. Like you said, you are traveling now already for many years. That makes you very practical about understanding the mentality of different type of people from different cultures
Yes.
because it's very different. I also come and visit India very often for many studies. Like I learned yoga here, and I'm presently staying for Drupad, for yoga again, for Jyotish. I see Indian people thinking, and their attitude is different about yoga, Jyotish, even Drupad, Nada yoga. How do you see the different cultures? How do they accept Jyotish? What is Jyotish generally? What even the word Jyotish means? And how do you feel people from abroad see Jyotish and how people in India see? And how is your practice there and
Yeah, yeah,
here?
of course. I am one of the persons who have done many consultations with Indian people and many consultations with people from a very different cultural background, socio-economic cultural background. So I think it was a great experience for me, a learning experience for me, how to use the ancient principles in modern India and in modern Western society, which is quite a bit different from the Vedic society, for which maybe Jyotish was initially kind of framed. But so I saw that there is no doubt that Jyotish is accepted. Jyotish is accepted, and I feel very honored to see that even the Western astrologers they accept Jyotish. They accept Jyotish as a good source of knowledge, which can even help them to go deeper and give some more answers. So I must tell you that I respect all styles of astrology from the core of my heart. It is very important to be respectful, to give respect, then only you can get respect. So it is extremely important.
Definitely.
Yes, and I see a lot of wonderful Western astrologers making brilliant predictions. But even then, they still welcome Jyotish. So and the European people also, they are so open-minded.
So gradually you will describe also to our audience, and I will hear for maybe second time. But I need to know also about the difference between what you call the Western astrologers and the Vedic astrology, so called.
Yes,
But
yes.
let me continue asking you about your practice because you have an institute here
Yes.
in Kolkata.
Yes, I'm from Kolkata basically. That's also what I should mention. I am from the East Indian, very big city of Kolkata, and there,
Everybody knows Kolkata, I'm
yes,
sure.
yes. And there I am associated with the institute called uh, Sialda Institute of Astrological Science, and this was established by my favorite teacher,
Sialda.
Sialda. Sialda. It was Sialda is a place in the center of Calcutta. So
Okay.
initially it was founded at that place, and it was founded by my favorite teacher, Professor Ashok Bhattacharya, who unfortunately passed away a year ago.
Oh.
But I learned the most from him. He was a scientist as a professional, and he took as Jyotish as a very concrete subject. So he was very practical in everything. That it doesn't always it is not only good to give a psychological consultation, but you have to tell exact facts, what will happen, what to do,
This is the
very concrete
predictive
things.
part.
The predictive parts. He was very strong in it. So this is the institute that was established in 1994. Yes, and for the last 6 7 years, I am in charge of two branches, one in Kolkata and one in another city called Durgapur, which is about 180 kilometers to the north of Kolkata.
Okay.
So I am looking after these two branches, and of course, on behalf of this institute, I have the authority to give certificates to students from other countries, also from India, also. So the courses
Which
that we
language
conduct.
do you teach? In which language?
See, no, in Calcutta, of course, the classes that take place they are in Bengali language.
Okay.
But of course, when I am teaching in Europe, then I am speaking in English, and whenever necessary, we have our translators who
Yes.
are who are
From English.
from English. They translate to the language of that particular country.
Any chance that you do in India in English courses?
Well, I
Other
need to
than
have
our.
I definitely it is possible. For example, 2 years ago in Kerala, we had a collection of very interested, keen students from Russia, and
Okay.
so I was in Kovalam in Kerala, and I conducted the course for them in English. So sometimes when there are groups of people who are requiring a course in English, they can be from other part of India, or they can be from any country. So definitely we are open for that.
Yeah,
And
because not everybody in India even speaks Bengali,
yes, of course.
especially the
So
south of
yes,
India.
yes, yes. Actually, what
So
happens, I travel so much that when I'm in India, like I travel abroad so much, when I'm in
yes,
India, I'm too exhausted to travel too much in other parts of India.
but maybe people will start coming to the institute.
Yes, of course, they are most
Once it is
welcome.
announced that there is in English, but now we have the chance to have you speaking in English, and on internet everything will be like
Yes. So, see, no, see,
so
so very soon we will come back with a new video describing more about these things,
exactly
right?
the next questions.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, my dear friends.